Hello, Paula Daniele from Crochet Hooks You here, and this is the Crochet Thumbless baby mitten that I'll be showing you how to make today. And I'll show you the back here. We've got spaces so that you can weave a ribbon through here. And this size that I'll be showing you how to make today is for a newborn to 3-month-old. And as you can see, it's around 3 inches long, or 8 centimeters long, and around 2 inches and 5 centimeters wide. You can make larger sizes by changing your hook size or using a thicker yarn. But for this mitten, I've used Red Heart Baby Sheen, which is a fine yarn, and I've used a 3.5mm hook with that yarn to get the newborn to 3-month-old size. Now today I'll be showing you in a different coloured yarn because this yarn is a little hard to see the stitches on video with. You'll also need some scissors, a yarn needle, and 2 strips of ribbon measuring around 45 centimeters or 17.5 inches. Okay, so I'm going to be showing you with the pink yarn so that you can see the stitches very easily. And I've already chained on 26 chain stitches. So you'll need to chain on 26 chain stitches to get started. So once you have your 26 chain stitches on your foundation chain, we'll be doing a slip stitch into the first chain. So make a slip stitch into the first chain to form a ring. Now for round 1, we'll chain 1 and we'll do 1 single crochet into the same space as the join there. And then we'll be doing 1 single crochet into each chain stitch right around to the end. So 1 single crochet stitch into each chain stitch right around. So continue on doing that, 1 single crochet stitch into each chain stitch, and I'll meet you at the end. I'm at the end of round 1 and I've just done my last single crochet stitch into this last chain stitch here. There's our join, that was our chain 1, and that was our first single crochet stitch we made on this round. And the single crochet stitch there, this first one, is the one we want to make a slip stitch into to join this round. And that's the end of round 1. At the end of this round you should have 26 stitches. So for round 2, we'll chain 1, and then we're going to do 1 single crochet stitch into that join, and then we'll be doing 1 single crochet stitch into each stitch around. And that's all you'll be doing on this round. 1 single crochet stitch into each stitch around, right around to the end. So continue on doing that and I'll see you at the end of this round. I'm up towards the end of round 2, and I've just made my last single crochet stitch into the last stitch there, and there's our join, there's our first chain 1, and there's our first single crochet stitch, which we need to join into by making a slip stitch. And that's the end of round 2. So for round 3, repeat round 2. I've finished round 3 by repeating round 2, and now we're up to round 4. For round 4, we'll chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to skip the next stitch, and we're going to do 1 half double crochet into the next stitch. And this is the round where we're creating the spaces to weave the ribbon in. Okay, so now we do a chain 1, and we're going to skip this stitch and do 1 half double crochet into the next stitch. And that's all you'll be doing right around. So chain 1, skip a stitch, and 1 half double crochet into the next stitch. So repeat that right around until the end. I'm up towards the end of round 4, and I've just done my last half double crochet here. We're going to skip this stitch, chain 1, and we're going to join into the second chain stitch here of the beginning chain. So you can see the first one there, and there's the second one. And we want to go under both loops of that chain and make a slip stitch, and that ends round 4. So for round 5, we'll chain 1, and we'll do 1 single crochet stitch into the same space as the join. If you can see it there. And then we're going to be doing 1 single crochet into the chain 1 space, which is in here. And then a single crochet into the next stitch. And that's all we'll be doing for this round. So single crochet into the chain 1 space, a single crochet into the next stitch, single crochet into the chain 1 space, single crochet into the next stitch. So continue that right around to the end. I'm up towards the end of round 5, and the last stitch made is a single crochet stitch into this chain 1 space here, and then we're going to join into the first single crochet stitch that we made on this round, and we'll make a slip stitch, and that ends round 5. So for round 6, we'll chain 1, we'll do a single crochet into the same space as the join, and then we'll just be doing one single crochet into each stitch around, right around to the end. So just a round of single crochet stitches. And that's all you'll be doing on this round. One single crochet stitch into each stitch. So continue on, and I'll see you at the end of this round. I'm at the end of round 6, just done my last single crochet stitch there. We can see our join is there. That was the chain one we made at the start of this round, and there's our first single crochet stitch that we're going to make a slip stitch into to join. And that's the end of this round. Now for rounds 7 to 8, you'll repeat round 6. So chain 1, single crochet stitch into the same space as the join, one single crochet stitch into each stitch around, and then you join into the first single crochet stitch. So you'll be doing that for rounds 7 to 8, and I'll see you at the end of round 8. I've just finished round 8, and now we're up to round 9. So we'll chain 1, and then we'll do one single crochet stitch into the same space as the join, then we'll be doing one single crochet into each of the next 2 stitches. There's one into the next, single crochet. Now we'll be doing a single crochet 2 together, and to do that, insert your hook into the next stitch, wrap the yarn over the hook and draw it through that stitch, insert your hook into the next stitch, wrap the yarn over the hook and draw it through that stitch. So now we've got our yarn over 2 stitches, and now wrap the yarn over the hook and draw through all 3 loops on the hook, and you've just joined 2 stitches to make 1, so it's called a single crochet 2 together. Okay, so now we're going to do one single crochet into each of the next 4 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and now we'll single crochet 2 together. Now we'll crochet one single crochet stitch into each of the next 4 stitches. There's one, into the next, single crochet into the next, one single crochet into the next, one single crochet. Now we'll be doing a single crochet 2 together. Now we'll do one single crochet into each of the next 4 stitches. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we'll do a single crochet 2 together, and then we'll do 1 single crochet stitch into these last 3 stitches. There's 1, 2, 3, and then we'll join into our first single crochet stitch by making a slip stitch, and that ends round 9. At the end of this round you should have 22 stitches. So for round 10 we'll chain 1, we'll do 1 single crochet into the same space as the join, and then we'll be doing 1 single crochet stitch into each stitch around. And that's all you'll be doing on this round. 1 single crochet stitch into each stitch around, and I'll meet you at the end. I'm up towards the end of round 10. I've just made my last single crochet stitch there, and you can see our join, and tucked in there is our chain 1, and this was our first single crochet stitch that we made on this round, and we want to join with a slip stitch into that first single crochet to finish round 10. Now for rounds 11 to 14 you'll repeat round 10, and I'll see you at the end of round 14. Okay, I've just finished round 14 and we're up to round 15. So for round 15 we'll start off with a chain 1, and then we'll do 1 single crochet stitch into the same space as the join, and then we'll do 1 single crochet into the next stitch, and now we're going to single crochet 2 together over these 2 stitches. Into the next stitch. So single crocheting 2 together, and that creates 1 stitch, so you're decreasing. Okay, so now we'll do 1 single crochet into each of the next 3 stitches. One single crochet into the next stitch, 1 single crochet into the next stitch, 1 single crochet. Now we'll do single crochet 2 together, there's single crochet 2 together, and now we'll do 1 single crochet into each of the next 4 stitches. There's 1 into the next stitch, 1 single crochet into the next stitch, 1 single crochet into the next stitch, 1 single crochet. Now we'll single crochet 2 together, Now we'll do one single crochet into each of the next 2 stitches. So into the next stitch is 1 single crochet, into the next stitch 1 single crochet. Now we'll single crochet 2 together, and then we'll do 1 single crochet into each of these last 3 stitches. So 1 single crochet into the next stitch, 1 single crochet, and into the next and last stitch 1 single crochet, and then we'll join into our first single crochet stitch that we made there at the start of the round. Make a slip stitch, and at the end of this round you'll have 18 stitches. So for round 16 we'll chain 1, and then we'll do 1 single crochet stitch into the same space as the join, and now we're going to single crochet 2 together 8 times. So let's start our first one here. There's our first one. There's our second one. That's our third one. There's 4. Five. 6. 7. You'll notice that your work's starting to tighten up on the tip here. So making our last single crochet 2 together now. And that was our 8th one. And now, after we've done our 8 single crochet 2 together, we'll do 1 single crochet stitch into the last stitch here. And then we'll do a slip stitch into the first single crochet stitch there to join this round. And at the end of this round, you can see that that's the finger tip, and at the end of this round you should have 10 stitches. Now for round 17, and this is our last round, we'll chain 1, and we're going to single crochet 2 together 5 times. So in the same space as the join there, that's where we'll start. There's our first single crochet 2 together, There's our second one. It's easier if you work with one of your fingers in the middle there. There's our third one, and as the circle gets tighter, you'll need to use a smaller finger. So now we're working on the fourth single crochet, 2 together now. And then on to our last one, and you probably won't be able to fit your finger in the work now. And that was our last single crochet 2 together. So now we can finish off. So cut your yarn, leave enough to sew with, because we're going to close up the finger area. So just finish off there. Now turn the mitten inside out and pop your tail and pull it through the middle there, and then you'll need your yarn needle now, and just thread this yarn tail through your needle. And mine never threads through when I really want it to. I'll just trim the end, make it easier. Okay, now starting, you can pop your hand in the mitten just to make this a little easier on yourself, and then just stitch in under each stitch like this. Go around in a circle. So there's one. Just make sure you get both loops of each stitch. There's 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you should be able to pull that tight now, because we only had 5 stitches left there. And now you can just weave the end of your, or weave your yarn tail in now to hide it. And you just weave it up through the back of any stitches. As long as it's hiding on the inside, then that's fine. And then just skip a loop there, and then just take it back down in the same opposite direction there, just so that you know it's not going to pop out. And then you can cut that off. And then with this yarn tail, get your needle and just weave it through the back and down there. Okay, so I've just weaved my last yarn tail in there, and now you can turn the mitten in the right way, and this is what it should look like. That's the top part, and this, no, here we go, and here's the back. You'll notice the back does have a slanting seam, so if it does have that there, it's okay. That's what it's supposed to be like. Now, to weave your ribbon in, you can start at the back, and there's the seam, and then pop it in like that, and then pop the other side in, and then weave it in and out of the spaces. So just keep doing that, weave it in and out, and then both ends should meet at the front and pop out of the same space here. So that's what it'll look like once the ribbon's completely in. So you can see the seam there. And so once you pop it on the hand, you obviously just tie a bow. Now you can trim the ends up here if your ribbon's too long, and if it frays, you can always just tie a little knot in the end there so it doesn't fray anymore. So that's how you make thumbless crochet mittens. If you'd like to share a photo of your thumbless crochet baby mittens, then feel free to do so on the Crochet Hooks You Facebook page.